Oh my goodness. Okay. Mother, I don't know what you just said, but hold on. I'm going to record for a few minutes so that I can try to process through this, because what I was about to tell you, I realized I want to tell myself too. So I'm going to label it, appointment day, whatever. Okay, so here's what happened. Apparently, I'm not capable of having two different therapists because the state is paying for this service, and I guess there's something bad or wrong about having two different therapists. I don't know or understand why, because I've commonly in my life utilized any and every resource and accessed all the different systems that I possibly can in order to have the healthiest, mental and emotional. Mom, I'm recording. I don't think you caught that part. She's so cute. She's in the front seat, totally listening. Just this happens all the time. Right now I can handle it because I know that even though I'm in excruciating pain, I have a migraine, my head is ringing. I wasn't able to go to my appointment on Monday for a migraine, and then today I still... Anyway, so I want you to listen though, Mom, because then you don't have to watch this later, but the program, I'm so glad that I left the house today and that I decided to come and do this ADD, ADHD thing, which I actually learned a lot from because I'm kind of new to it. Anyway, I was told I cannot have, I can't have two therapists. So the one therapist I have is court appointed because because in December of last year, my little sister got in my face, and I was not capable of stopping myself from physically reacting to her catching me off guard and getting in my face. So, and surprisingly enough, considering everything, charges were pressed against me. And so, yeah, I've been going to court-appointed therapy for quite some time now, because the law in Utah is that you have to, if there's any, domestic violence situation, which it was, it's my sister and my nieces were there, and I am it's one of those sorry, not sorry those kinds of things, and that sucks really bad for all of us, mostly for me. But anyway, okay, so I made it, and I'm glad that I came today, and group was really good for me, and I'm having such a hard time concentrating in life these days because the pain is so extensive and whatever else. I'm definitely ADD, where I used to be super focused, and but I'm beginning to wonder if there's parts of me that were always kind of ADD, and I didn't really... Anyway, I have a lot of thoughts on the matter. In regards to my counseling, I only have 6 weeks left with this woman who is phenomenal. And then the dude who's my counselor here is being really, really, really helpful with what I actually need. You know what I mean? Like the court appointed, and I don't know yet if I can transfer. I'm gonna try. But I have to choose, and it caught me off guard so big time. I was not prepared for that at all. And he was gonna call me tomorrow, but I'm glad that it was an in-person conversation and that I was in a lot of pain, because then it helped me get to the root of what he was trying to say much more quickly. So yeah, Mom, I have to drop one of the therapists. And the thing is and I told him, I said, I don't, I understand the policies and whatever for certain reasons, but I also, it's like I'm in a special kind of circumstance and there are multiple factors involved, and now I have to, I was just barely beginning to think like, okay, I have enough support and I have enough structure and I have enough like whatever. I'm going to get back on my feet. I'm going to like survive this even better than, people would think or give me credit for, or that I would, and it's going to work out. And then the next thing I know, someone's telling me like, I'm sorry. I know that we told you that we could provide you this service and you got really like trusting and comfortable. And I understand that you're very grateful and that it's making a huge positive difference in your life. But the reality is that because of bureaucracy and policies and whatever, we need to take away from you what works for you. Because we don't want to give any one person too much help and assistance. Because if you get too much help and assistance, I just don't understand it. It's like their thought process is, well, what about some other person that needs, and they don't have a therapist at all? And I understand that. Oh my gosh, I understand that. And most of my life, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. But right now, I have been through so much, so constantly, and I'm still going through so much just to stay alive and be able to function in society the way we do, with the cars and the everything. Like, I have been in pain for so much of my life, and I managed it and I handled it well, and now I'm struggling in a huge way and I need assistance. Like, I feel so scared, like life is always going to be a tease, and you just get a little hope here and a little hope there and a little stability and a little possibility and a little, and then I'm sorry, ma'am, we need to cut you off from the source and supply of human assistance that is truly helping you and making a positive difference. Because our policies are put in place to make sure that we don't ever give too much to any one human being, because we want to help as many human beings as possible. And I understand it, I get it, and I respect it, and I will choose. I will drop one of my therapists. I will figure out. I don't know how, but today I figured out what to give my daughter for her 16th birthday when I don't even know her anymore, and I have a very, very limited amount of money, and I love her so much, and I want it to be something that has the potential and possibility of, I don't want to just give her a gift card or something that just could possibly cause her to think, my mom doesn't even know me, and what if she's forgetting that it's her choice that I don't even know her right now? You know what I mean? That's possible. We do that sometimes, and I love her so much, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do at all, and I've just been praying and praying that I would know what to do, and I think there's real possibility that it might help her feel valued by me. She's had so many situations piling up false evidence, but still evidence. She's had so many situations piling up false evidence that I'm not there for her and that I don't care enough for her. And now, anyway, I'm really, really happy about the gift, and I'm going to try to remember that stuff happens, and so I will just trust that sometime in the next week and a half, I will know who is wisest to let go of, and I will, I guess I got to start with asking the judge. The problem is that I don't know which one. I don't want to ask the judge if I can switch when I realize that I'd rather have her assistance for the next 6 weeks than I would have his. Oh, my hair is just a walking, moving nightmare. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, focus. I'm starting to be able to breathe again. But my wrists are really like, I can't hold the phone very long, so I'm gonna go. I think we're gonna be able to get some mulligatawny soup from India Palace, and I'm gonna be able to make choices. And I learned a ton about dealing with and living with the realities of ADD and ADHD, and in too many ways to count right now. It's all so new to me. I'm used to being pretty laser focused. Like, oh, this is just, I feel overwhelmed. I'm so proud of myself for making the appointment this week, and I'm so glad that it worked out. I was able to talk to the individual therapist dude because I had to cancel on Monday because of the migraine. Today, the migraine did not hit until the moment that I walked into the doors of the building, and my vision, you know, the aura thing, and my vision went, and it was only gone for about 7 to 11 minutes though, so, and the pain is hitting in certain respects, but mostly I know it's gonna sucker punch me once I'm really like alone and quiet and still, and I feel overwhelmed. I feel extra grateful for the reality that life works out. I believe that, even though my life isn't working out at all. I believe that somewhere, somehow, that God is in the mix, the ebb and the flow, the reality of how things, can go. And I'm going to be okay. And all of us, you know, in one way or the other. And I met this guy today that said, so we talked a little bit about the reality that, you know, Thanksgiving is coming up and my daughter's birthday is coming up, and there's a lot of strain emotionally and mentally for me to be separated from all of my loved ones, except for the two that probably drive me the most crazy. And that's going to be, you know, my Thanksgiving. And last year I desperately wanted to, you know, end it so that the pain would be gone. So it's kind of a big deal for me. And this guy, he said, and I've never met him before or seen him or whatever, he said, remember to, I mean, the translation is a little, he's not from, oh, he's fantastic. This guy, I'm so grateful to have met him. So grateful to have met him. So honest, so real. A bit of a language, I don't consider it a barrier because I feel like I can understand better. But basically, he said, even though it's gonna suck, even though it's going to be sad and you're going to be alone, like, enjoy even how badly it sucks. Because that's when you really find the things in life that are like unexpected treasures. And I'm just, I got to put the phone down, and luckily we're coming up on time where I stop myself anyway. I really value what he said, and I'm gonna do that, you know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fully and wholly, like, completely, 100%, as much as possible, radically accept the reality of my Thanksgiving experience, and I'm gonna find joy in it. And I hope and pray that each person who ever watches anything, I hope that you find you find your joy in the crappy crap too. Good luck.